Welcome to Popcast. My name is JJ Raymond. You already know that, but let me just introduce to you who I'm here with. First up, I'll start with the lady. Hey!
Hey.
Baby girl, B.O.B. I call her.
Oh,
How you doing, girl?
I'm okay, darling.
All right. And of course, I've got Trust. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, JJ. You look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man. You know, just trying to be like with you together, right?
That's cool.
So, let's get down to the story. Our very first story today is from right here in Nigeria. Someone who is absolutely trending, and she has been trending for quite a while right now. I mean, someone who's turning into one of Hollywood's and Nollywood's most controversial celebrities is Annie Idibia. I'm not sure she was aiming for all the controversy she has been involved in the past few months, but that's where she finds herself right now. Just when we thought she had caught a break from the dragging that ensued after the release of Netflix original series called Young, Famous and African, this week, once again, she was one of the trending topics on Nigerian social media. But it wasn't about Annie. I mean, she wasn't the one who caused the whole controversy, but rather her brother, Wisdom Macaulay. Wisdom took to social media in a rather very lengthy video expressing his, for lack of better words, fears and disgust for his younger and only sister, Annie Idibia Macaulay. According to him, he has been working for the actress, but she hasn't paid him all his dues. Instead, she would rather prefer to send him 20,000 or 30,000 and turn him into her slave. And he claims that Annie is a violent person and does very erratic things whenever she is angry. Now, what is going on? Take a look at this video.
Towards the end of last year, she said I would manage her. She gave me the managing job. And then because I wasn't around for 1 week, I went back there and it took everything away from me. I've been begging Annie for a car to do Uber to at least sustain myself and my family. Annie promised and she would never release the car to me. Now, I want you to put yourself in my shoes. After working for so long with one person, only based on promises, based on that she is your sister, at the end of the day, none of the promises was fulfilled. And she took everything she had given you, even the hope, all the hope she had given you of a better life, she took everything away. Annie is so manipulative. Annie is so manipulative. Like, she just doesn't want a situation where I can stand on my own and provide for myself. She always wants me to come back to beg her, to come back to cry.
And he further stated that he no longer wants to be associated with the actress and asked his family and friends not to even buzz him for anything concerning Annie Idibia. Quite an amazing one right there. Well, Annie and her husband, Two-Baba himself, have responded to every single thing Wisdom has said. What did they say? Annie said, Wisdom, why all these lies against your only sister, your younger sister? All I ever did was protect you and your kids. Since we grew up, bro, have you ever paid for house rent in your entire life? Wahala. Responding to that whole allegation, responding to the car allegation, Annie said, oh, Wheezy, how many cars have I bought for you since God started blessing me? You say you work for me? How? Where? After Dad died, the car I bought for him told you to service the Jeep. You sold the car without telling me. All I have was love for you and your kids. And Two-Baba himself posted saying, Dear Wisdom, I hope you are happy with your post. I hope you continue to stand by your post. Well, no matter what, it's still nothing but best wishes for prayers for you and Annie. Now, the whole big deal is that saying all these things, every single side of a story has different sides of a story. There is the right side, there is the lie, and of course, we also know that there is a side that the social media persons keep talking about. It is really crazy, and this is one big deal. Now I'm going to start with you. The lady, Bolanle, what do you think? Do you think that Wisdom is entitled to everything he's been saying? What do you think about that?
Sorry, first of all, I think his name does not define his personality.
Wisdom does not have wisdom.
He does, exactly. Wow. He does not have wisdom. Elder brother, Toriolo, he's the senior. And he's saying he doesn't want to be associated with the person that has been taking care of him. He should be ashamed of himself. He's not even a man to start with.
Well, Wisdom is entitled to his opinion, but his sense of entitlement sounds rather dull to me. Because, you don't say you've been working based on promises for somebody. Whatever happened to having a contract? Bro,
No, aside the contract, she's actually saying it like she owes him. Did you get my point? This woman has her own family. She has her own kids. She's taking care of you out of now blood join us together.
Okay, talking about blood right now, Annie said that she's been responsible for her rent or for his rent, the school fees, Wisdom, and his family. Why does it seem like this is some black tax? I mean, why is it so rampant, especially right here in this part of the world? I mean, black tax talks about when a person of color is, better off in his family and makes a lot of money and basically takes care of the entire family as a matter of obligation, simply because they are thought to be rich. Does that make sense?
No,
it doesn't make sense.
No,
There's something my mom always tells me. She says, I am doing what I'm doing for you now, not so that in the future you come back and pay me or buy me a house or buy me a car. I'm doing it because it's my responsibility.
Fantastic.
When you grow, when you're better off, if you feel like you should do this, and it's out of your volition and you want to do this, do it. So the idea of people having that entitlement that once you are better off, you should be able to, take care of the next person. They don't know what you're going through. They're not wearing your shoes. I mean, this guy was asking us to wear his shoes. He was obviously not wearing any shoe anyways. But yeah, it's. And
I think it went on for too long. You said you've been taking care of this guy for 9 years. Come on, please. There's a point you get to, you draw the line.
Now, that's the question I want to ask right now. At what point do you draw that line when it comes to that, that situation whereby everyone clinches on you, you're taking care of the whole family? At what point do you say enough is enough?
When it's too much, you will know.
At what point do you know it's too much? I mean, you have the money.
See, even if you're
well placed.
If you're an entrepreneur or a business person, there's a line you need to draw, especially with family. Family, one, then friends. You see, you make more money with strangers and business partners, people you meet outside, and family members.
I think a very easy line for you to detect that you are already tired of the, when I say exploitation, the black tax, is when your phone rings and your heart skips.
Oh, like
when you begin to grumble, you're not giving out of volition anymore. It now becomes like an obligation because someone is stressing you.
And then especially the way Nigeria is now, you're going through stuff, they won't understand it, but they just believe you constantly have to give to them. And you are indulging them, you're making them lazy. So at the point you now tell them, I'm sorry, I can't do this right now, or probably I'm going through stuff, it now becomes beef. Oh, she doesn't want to give us. Oh, what's she feeling like? You can hear the tone of his voice, like.
But then I think that in Africa, people have this sense of entitlement because of where we find ourselves. We are used to so much suffering that. And lots of people are religious and they go to church and they tell you that there's a prophecy that God is going to raise a star out of a family to bring out the family. So peradventure, somebody comes out of the family, it's better off.
Wisdom claimed that Annie didn't pay him or hasn't paid him, and Annie says, "Hey, how? Where? I worked for you. I didn't work for you." And all that whole question. Now, in business, as a celebrity, or even without being a celebrity, how safe is it to work with family? Does it make sense to work with family? And even if you do work with family, do you need, say, an MOU to have that, contractual binding?
I think that's the best way to do things now. Because when you take family members out of trust, out of volition, that this is my family, let me just help this person. Funny enough, we do it with a good heart, from a clean place. Let me help you, let's grow together. I can't be the only one. I would rather give you a job, a source of making money, than give you cash. You get my point? So there should be a contract. There should be a written agreement that this is what you're here to do.
Wickedness and terrible things going on in the world now for it to go into a business dealing with family or no family without a legal backing doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay. And if Palava eventually busts, 2 minutes, everything don't bust, right? Does it make sense to bring it onto the social media? What is it with family coming on social media? I mean, we've seen the brothers bring up their whole family issues on social media. Does that make sense?
What is it with this generation and putting everything on social media?
No, it's not about this generation. I'm so sorry. The brothers I'm talking about, the Okoye brothers, are not of this generation, are they?
Well, it looks like they think now. Everything that happens they bring it on social media.
I'm thinking about it from the perspective of, in conflict resolution. When you have conflict with somebody, the next best thing before getting to a legal step is to have an arbitrator, getting somebody. So I don't know if people are confusing having an arbitrator, an actual person who stands in between to try to resolve conflict with getting the mass media to try to resolve their conflict for them. It doesn't make any sense. Because to be very honest, the vast majority of people outside don't have sense if you look at it.
See, JJ, I suffered from this. I had very, very nasty experience with this thing of coming to social media to express whatever you're going through. And then trust me, once you've done it, you don't want to do it again. because the backlash is even worse. That's when you realize, why did I do it?
Well, I do trust you. Trust is right here, but trust says most persons don't have wisdom. Anyway, I'm sure at this point, and it doesn't, she doesn't want her phone to be ringing any longer. She doesn't want to get into this conversation. But, what can we say? But, there is one person who probably doesn't want his phone away. No, I'm going to say that afresh. Who wants his phone completely put away right now? But he's on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. And if you want to know who I'm talking about, stick around right now.
News Central TV, Africa's #1 storyteller, has come with the best of both worlds. With a combination of news app and live TV, we ensure that you keep track of the latest headlines, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from professional journalists from around the continent. Download the News Central TV app on Android and iOS and get started today. Don't forget to follow us on News Central's social media platforms. News Central, Africa First.
This is podcast that we've been talking a lot of matters. Come on, right now, let's move up to the Yankees. But, right here, okay. I know you're probably tired of me talking about this, the next story. But there is no way I can skip it because, what's life without, a slap to probably reset or probably aggressively, whatever. So, if you're plunged into the entertainment industry, entertainment news, social media, and even if you're not, there is no way you haven't seen or heard the slap around the world. On the night of the 94th Oscars, Hollywood actor Will Smith, who was up for Best Actor in a Lead Role, got on stage and slapped comedian Chris Rock after he made a joke about Will Smith's wife and her bald head. Well, I'm talking about Jada Pinkett Smith, who's been open about her battle with alopecia. That's a condition that causes hair loss on the scalp or other, parts of the body. The slap overshadowed what was a historic night, not just for Will Smith, but for every other person.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
And that slap, I can't forget about that slap. Hey guys, you guys know about the slap. Absolutely. Anyway, a lot of celebrities, guests, viewers, and many more have reacted to that incident. An investigation is even on the way, and there will be a decision in a few weeks. President of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, organizers of the Oscars, David Rubin, and CEO Don Hudson in a letter said they are currently investigating this whole issue and will explore whether any actions will be further taken in accordance with the Academy's standards of conduct and California law. Now, first question, do you think that was staged? Was it real? This was Will Smith. This is Will Smith. I'm talking about the, Fresh Prince, the Man in Black, the big boy himself, and going by the fact that even that incident made Oscars even the most rated right now. Gave Oscars the highest rating ever.
JJ?
Do you think it was staged?
JJ, we're in media. I've heard and seen a lot of things go down, and at the moment, I take everything I hear, every stunt with a pinch of salt. So it seems too perfect. Come to think about it, this guy, Chris Tucker, that's
Chris Rock?
Chris Rock, yeah. Chris Rock has before now said stuff about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
Yeah.
And now he repeats the same thing at the 94th Oscars.
True.
And now this guy slaps him. It feels like a good story, a plot. It feels like a good plot somehow if you look at it.
With him. But then again, I'll be so glad if it was staged. I'll be so happy. But this one, bro, this is not staged to me. Okay. But if it turns out that way eventually.
Something actually hit my head. While that slap was going, it felt like Chris Rock also reacted to the slap immediately. It felt like a movie to me. But let's move on to that. The conversation has centered around whether he chose the right way to stand up for his wife. Why didn't he do so to August Alsina? The same person that had an estranged entanglement with his wife. How much of a professional was Chris for not even getting physical with him? What do you think about this?
Okay, so I know my mom smacked me a lot of times to get my head straight, and it actually did work.
all did.
But I mean, it's not right to smack anybody. It's physical assault. I mean, on that grand stage on that night when Will Smith had like was the biggest night in his career. I mean, it was wrong time. Yes, I was going to. It's not like wrong place, wrong. So making go slap man for backyard.
We'll see your arrangement later. We'll see your this thing later.
But it was a wrong move. It was a wrong move, honestly, if you think about it.
No, but then at times you need to give some people resets, just factory resets, so that they won't try it again next time.
But
are you saying that you're supporting violence?
I'm not saying I support violence. I'm just saying sometimes you need to correct some things.
By violence.
There's an extent to which you push someone.
The violent take it by force.
If the person can't take it anymore, you bounce back. There's a Bible verse that even agrees with that.
We're going spiritual on this. But, hey, some people describe the incident as a show of shame, and Will Smith should be nailed to the stake for that action. Question is, should the Academy punish Will Smith? Some have said that the Oscars for the Best Actor should be rescinded.
No way. That really would be too extreme.
Will Smith was supposed to have gotten an Oscar like 15 years back.
Oscar or top an Oscar.
See, you people should not collect that thing from him. I'll be one of the people to start protesting on social media that no, it's not allowed. See, that guy deserves like 5 Oscars already. Come on. It's just unfortunate that this happened today.
The Oscars, I don't think it will be a sweet move for the Oscars to withdraw his award. But think about it. Years before now, the Oscars has been known to be pro-white, to be racist towards black people. And just now that black people are getting the recognition that they deserve, happens. I mean, it's a big night. It was a big award, not just for Will Smith, but for like the whole black community. But it's just unfortunate this incident happened. So trying to withdraw that award from Will Smith, it will be like a slap on like everybody's face. But saying Will Smith to be nailed to the stake for this thing, well, it depends on perspectives.
Well, talking about being black, it feels like Will Smith is losing on all ends. One, Jada Pinkett Smith hasn't come out to say anything other than a few lines about healing. Secondly, everyone is going for Will Smith's own head, perhaps to slap him, just, retaliation. And while we know that Hollywood actors behave so badly, he is black, and this could have serious ramifications for him, his career, everything he's built through the years. Don't you think so?
In a way, it's twisted. Like, he has built a very good reputation for himself as a motivational speaker. He's also a life coach. He motivates people. He's all about optimism and happiness to people on social media. And a lot of people, young actors as well, learn from him, look up to him. So the truth is, yes, this is not right. You wouldn't want your kid or those coming after you to do something like this. But he might lose some endorsements and some movie deals, but then eventually
what I think upsets me the most from this whole thing is the fact that Jada herself has just said a few words about healing. They smacked somebody literally at the Oscars for you.
Is this the first time you're realizing that Jada doesn't say anything? It's like she's always pushing
Will Smith. It's paining me because this chick literally made this man look like a fool on Red Table Talks just months back.
Yes.
And this dude the husband has, at the Oscars stood up for you, and all you said about it is a few words about healing.
I heard someone who said that Will Smith should have won another Oscars for that Oscars.
Oh, well,
if you were the Oscars, and that was the main Oscars.
Off the record.
You should come and take a break in Nigeria. We'll take care of him.
Well, talking about Chris Rock, yes, he's a comedian, and he said a whole lot of crazy things. We know comedians say all these. And back in the day, too, he also picked on Jada Pinkett Smith. Another guy who has previously, talked brutally in the Oscars is Ricky Gervais. Now, we know that comedians could go just a little overboard. How sensitive is sensitive? Where should the line be drawn? We recently also saw Obi Franklin and I Could Save. They had that recent fight. And come on, over jokes. How or when should the line be crossed or not crossed?
So if you're getting personal with someone, it's easier for a guy to jab at another guy, to tease him, to yab him. We can get over it. But when it's something that has to do with family member, my people,
health
you are
conditions.
sending message home, health condition. Don't do things like that. I will also take it personal if you try it with me. If you want to yab me, diss me, drag me, do whatever you want to drag. But don't send me home to my family or yab someone I love and I care about. So there should be a line to everything. And Ubi Franklin and I Go Save matter with Bovi, which was like the main person Ubi was attacking before I Go Save put mouth inside. That one has been long going on. Don't worry, we are looking for who to punch this season.
All right, guys, let's draw this line right now. I want us to take things on a very lighter scale right now, Let's talk about the itch. Yeah? Okay, what happened? Look at this tweet. Even being in a relationship that your partner didn't ask you out, blah, blah, blah. You see this. Now, have you ever been in a relationship without even a guy asking you out? Ball and lay.
You're unstable.
Why they can't
Please.
do that?
Go ahead.
What's wrong with you people? What's all this?
Has it ever happened
I have,
to you?
yes, I have. So it's a liking something.
Okay.
Why you like the person?
Yeah.
The person likes you back.
Number
you feel
one.
the energy.
2. Next step.
And the communication is sweet.
Okay, good communication. Okay.
We have discussed everything. We don't talk. We don't talk.
What kind of
Why
discussion
are
are
you
you talking
waiting
about?
for being my girlfriend? Anyway, that was years back. Right now, you guys to ask me how to.
Yeah,
And you need to
years
do
back.
it the
We're talking
right
about
way.
years back. Go on.
Come on, you have to spoil me. You have to toast me. Let me use that word.
I've been in a similar situation. Funny enough, it wasn't from my end, it was from her end. So apparently this chick was older and she was already feeling the vibes. I was much more younger and she was already feeling the vibes. And next thing I know, she's buying me gifts and everything.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not reciprocating because I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah.
And later on, she now feels like, the whole thing just went
ignoring
south.
her.
Yeah, it went south.
Wow.
So I can relate.
No, it's more hurtful when it's the girl showing all the green lights and everything and the guy is not responding.
I see. The lady talking right here. And what about you watching? But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show today.
How
we're
are you,
done.
sir?
What about me?
Yes. How about you? You've not
I'm
said anything.
going to tell you when you join us on
JJ.
social media. Our handle at News Central TV. Do follow us across all platforms. I'm really pleased to have this communication with you and continue this interaction with you. Have a beautiful day, man. We'll continue Popcasa right here. See ya.